Hello photo friends, welcome. This little screencast video is going to be a recap of tonight's Souris Valley Photography Club meeting that we did. The session was on strobe or flash photography, and there were several people that weren't there. Hello Leah, hello Patty, anybody else who may be watching this video that couldn't be at the meeting, and so I thought I'd just do a quick recap from taking us through what we did in terms of the photos we made. I was able to set up my camera so that it was tethered to my computer, and we were able to show the photos as they were coming out of camera on the wall via the projector so that the people there could see what was going on. And so we took it from an amazing photo as the end product from kind of a lesser photo with pop-up flash. So we're going to walk you through the steps of how we got to from this photo to this photo. We'll do that right now. Okay, so the very first photo up with the lovely Michaela as our model was on-camera flash, the little pop-up guy that pops up when the camera detects that there is not enough light to make an image. So here it is. This is the pop-up flash. It's harsh. It's very small light source, so it casts really hard shadows. It's straight off camera. There's no real direction, there's no color, there's no real good quality to this light, but hey, it's there, and if you need it, you can make a photo. So there's the very first image. Okay, second thing we did is we threw a speed light or an external flash on top of the camera, so hot shoe to the camera, and we took another photo. And it's important to note that all these photos were taken in automatic mode, shooting in program mode with the camera, so the camera's doing all the guesswork in terms of developing or getting the photo and exposure proper, and the camera is shooting in TTL. Okay, so all this is just automatic for this first stuff. So there's the straight up speed light, hot shoe mounted to the camera, blast away. You know, not a whole lot different than the other on-camera shot. Okay, so there you go. The next thing we did is we took the speed light, and they have those omnidirectional heads, and so we just turned it sideways and we bounced the flash off the wall. So you kind of got a bounce flash. So now in this photo we are getting a little bit of light direction, which is really quite nice. So you'll notice on her, I guess on her right side or our left side looking at the photo, that you have a bit more of a highlight on that side going on to shadow on the other side. So a little bit nicer direction with this type of light with a bounce flash off of the wall. Next thing we tried was a ceiling bounce. Okay, so we put the flash head straight up and bounced off the ceiling, but the location at the church there where we were at, the ceiling was actually quite high. So you don't really get any kind of nice bounce from there. As you see, it casts the shadows down below. You know, it's okay light. It's not bad. I mean, if this is all you had to go with, that's all you got. No catch lights in the eyes. It is a bit softer. There's some direction, but it's not super great. But hey, you can try it. Why not? The next thing I did is I slapped the old Gary Fong collapsible light sphere on there, and this is what you get. You get flat light. It's almost like straight flash, straight up, but it is a little bit more diffused, so which is nicer. Softer light, a little bit more wrapping. You get a little catch light in the eyes, which is nice. So, you know, another option. Okay, so Gary Fong light sphere. The next thing I did is I did a homemade bounce card for this shot, and so this is just a piece of foamy stuff from Walmart that I velcroed to the top of my flash head, so it throws some light up and some light forward, but we got a hot spot in her glasses there, and yeah, it's okay. It's alright for a homemade job. It's the same thing you'd buy from Honel, except for just a mere pittance of the cost, making your own kind of bounce card that way. Okay, then we entered into the world of off-camera flash. So I was wirelessly triggering my speed light with my SU800 commander, so infrared commander from my camera, and I was able to produce this. So this is kind of a split light coming straight at her. It's still harsh light from the flash. You know, not a real pleasing quality of light, but it does have some direction, kind of a different kind of a mood. And this again is still just the camera operating in auto mode, doing its thing. Okay, so f5 60th of a second in program mode, 50 mil. Okay, so you see what kind of lighting quality this has. It's a harsher quality, but it has some direction, which is good. Okay, then we just did the same thing. We moved the light to 45-degree angle to give it less of a split light feel, so more of a traditional light placement. Camera left was the location of the light on a stand. Okay, and you can see the highlight there in her glasses, showing you where the strobe head was, just a bare flash. Harsh shadow direction though, so yeah, that's what you get with that. Okay, then what we did is we were going to soften this up big time, so we chucked it into an umbrella. So a shoot-through umbrella was the next thing we did. Same place, 45-degree angle, and you can see what a kind of nice wrapping, soft quality that the umbrella gives to you. So it's beautiful. It's nice light, really nice light, and like I say, wrapping quality. Nice little catch light in the eye there without frosting up her glasses too bad. So that's the old shoot-through umbrella. Then we decided we'd make it interesting, and we throw in a reflector. So we had Sue-Ann hold the reflector, camera right, and so it fills in some of those shadows a little bit more. Okay, and so it makes another quality of light, and it's not too shabby, just to fill in some of that shadow area with the reflector just to the camera right. So light on the left, reflector on the right. Okay, then we just wanted to show a little bit of light patterns, so we moved this still through the umbrella, raised it up higher, and made a loop light pattern. So they call it the loop because you can see the loop shadow kind of down by her nose there, and so there's a little bit of a light pattern that you make with strobe there. And then we did more of a Rembrandt, so we moved the light around a little bit more, and they call it the Rembrandt light pattern because on the cheek there, opposite where the main light is here, her left side, is where you get this little telltale Rembrandt light pattern, which is a little highlight in the cheek. So they call that Rembrandt lighting, and it's just another kind of light pattern that gives a bit more mood to the photo and kind of more cool shadows and this kind of stuff. Okay, next thing we did is we used again the shoot-through reflector with shoot-through umbrella, sorry, with the reflector, kind of another recap shot to kind of take us back to where we were before we got into our light pattern tirade there, rabbit trail. Okay, and it's important to note by now I've switched into manual mode. I'm shooting manually, shutter speed of f1 to 50th of a second, f4, and I'm doing this all. I'm out of TTL mode too. I'm shooting manual with my flash. Okay, now we're starting to do something a little bit different here with this. What we did is we set up a shoot-through umbrella with a little bit of a softbox, a little tiny strobe softbox on the second light. So we're doing two different flashes now, kind of evenly balanced in terms of power output. And so you can see what this does. We get two catch lights in the eyes, one from the umbrella and one from this other little tiny little softbox that's made for a speed light. Okay, then we went a little bit crazy. We did spot grid with CTO gels. So we took a CTO, which is color temperature orange gel, to warm up the color of the flash on the right, and then we put a green flash through an umbrella on the left to kind of give this an incredible Hulk wannabe, ugly, terrible lighting type situation. But you can see the color we can do. So we have direction, we have color, and it's starting to get interesting here. Okay, the next one here was just another gel shot. This was gelled through with a spot grid, and this is color temperature orange, a full one. So it kind of gives a super warm feel to this photo, almost like a sunset, as if she was watching a sunset kind of thing. So it's quite warm, warms up the color of the flash. All these pictures have not been edited. They're coming straight out of camera. So it gives you an idea of what's going on there. Okay, then we decided we would switch things up, and we'd go with two shoot-through umbrellas. So there's two umbrellas with matched power output, so real no direction, just kind of flat, full, clean lighting. And it's soft, it's pleasing. There's no like super bad burnout highlights or you know, wicked shadows or nothing. You know, it's not really a Xerox machine, but it's close. You know, it's kind of full lighting, good lighting for like babies or something like that. Okay, so that was two shoot-through umbrellas, 45 degrees on each side of our model. Then we kicked it up one more notch. We had the two balanced umbrellas and a reflector, and you can see this in the catch light in the eye if we zoom in. So we had one umbrella there, and then a fill reflector down below. So it's kind of filling in those shadows. I'll back up one, and you can see it just softens that out a little bit more, fills that light in quite nicely. So again, we get full light, and yeah, it's pleasing. It's all right. Then we decided we'd chuck in a gold reflector, and look at the difference that this makes. Instead of a silver reflector, a gold one. So it really changes everything. Still 2 balance umbrellas, but it gives us more of like a real warm kind of model kind of light. So that's again similar picture, again with the gold reflector. So then we brought out the big guns. Star brought her gigantic Alien Bees light and softbox. We plugged this puppy in, and we lit this up with a softbox. So this is an awesome light source. Love softbox. It's real huge, and it's just beautiful, soft, wonderful light and direction with the shadow, and crisp, and it makes her look like a supermodel. So there you go. Those are kind of the shots we took tonight, using these different light sources that take us from a terrible photo to a real decent photo. So we'll bring these 2 up again, and we'll switch back. No, we're not going to crop. But there you go. So there's from on-camera flash to a beautiful softbox camera right. So unbelievable, hey? You go from being a convict lighting in the police precinct office to a glamour supermodel just by changing the lighting up. It's incredible. So there's the walkthrough of the different looks. I did a couple other black and white conversions of some of these photos, so maybe take a look at those. So there's the black and white conversion of that one, which is just dynamite. And oh, here's something of note. This is what happens if you screw up your flash sync speed. Okay, we tried to shot this at or at 1/800th of a second. The light maxed out at 1/250th, so the sync didn't work, and so we only got half of the exposure. So that's kind of what can go wrong when you don't know your equipment properly. Another black and white conversion I did, one of the photos, and then this was Jocelyn stepping into. So another cool softbox shot. So lots of fun. And that's kind of walking through that section of the little lighting strobist type video.